Welcome back to Timberborn, and I'm afraid you guys have missed a few things because I played on a little bit further, and I also forgot to record a few bits. So let me catch you up. I have added my logo to the detailer, so you will see that running around now. There are some beavers that have my logo on. I think it looks kind of funny. Might not keep that permanently, but it's kind of funny. So yeah, done that. I put in, because we still are pretty desperate for lumber. I'm actually going to pause you. You don't need to be there. I put in a forester here. And there are a few more trees that we can plant, actually. So we're going to do that. And I'm also going to make sure that they are marked for cutting, because otherwise I will forget. So I've done that. Up here we finished off building this, and I don't know, I might have done a bit of work down here. I did this a couple of days ago, and I forgot that I hadn't recorded it, so yeah. And what I've started to do is I am putting explosives in here to deepen this a bit, and the plan is to try and sink this first aqueduct into the terrain, and we're going to try and get to the start of putting water flow down into here. We are in the middle of a bad tide. I had hoped to, I thought I had recorded the start of the bad tide, but it seems I didn't, so yeah. What else is there? That's pretty much it, really. The changes that I've made over here with having this dam piece seem to have sorted things. We got the last of the gravity batteries built. If I need to, it can increase the amount of power they store, but at the moment we seem to be okay. Problem are gatherer flag is in, and we've also got a storage for the berries, and we have berries now, which is cool. So there are some things that I need to do around storage and stuff, because I'm not sure if it's that we seemed, well, it seems to have recovered. But I do want to do some work on storage today, potentially. I also want to just get the game running. I want to prepare for a new district down here so that we can get this whole irrigation thing going properly. I blasted out the double bit here, but it's not enough, as we can see. So let's try. I placed a bit more explosives. So let's try detonating that. See how we get on. I'm just going to leave that to see how it settles down. We're in a bad tide, so this is probably going to dry out. To get water into here, I just opened up the sluice gate up here and let it flow through. Not the most efficient, but it does the job. We need to enable some access down here. All of that's been placed. I can place that one. We can do all of that. What we're going to do, I think, is if I put a ladder there, and then maybe a couple of ladders here, something like that. That lets them get there. They can place that one. We can blow it up. They can place that one. They can get to that one, so that's good. I also put in this gigantic staircase down here because I am going to start preparing for a new colony down here. District is the right word. So let's start detonating some stuff. Actually, I got a bunch of things I want to do today. I'm probably not going to tackle the next phase of building this, partly because we have almost no wood, and partly because I'm recording this just after the last video has gone live, and I'm still waiting to see what cool comments you guys suggest. I had one was to use the 5x5 metal platforms, because then we only need to use a single stilt, I guess. I'm not sure how well that's going to work with the dimensions of the tower. I'd have to kind of grid that out, but we can do that. But what I want to do is down here, I want to put in another forest, because we do need to be producing a lot more wood. So actually, I think what we could maybe do is if we remove that one. I'm just thinking about maybe trying to do it with bridges. You see, I've got the development console open because I had to reload an autosave to try and go back as far as I could, because I'd saved the game after playing even further, not realizing that I hadn't recorded some stuff. And so I undid some things that I did using the dev console. Right, let's remove that. Which is might seem like I know what I'm doing for a little bit, but now I don't, because this is new. Put that there. Can I bridge? No, I can't bridge over that anyway. It's a waste. Okay. So let's put the mangrove back, and what we're going to do is delete that one and come across here like that. There we go. And then we're going to, so this is some of the stuff that I had done, which I've been undoing, but I did this, but I wondered if I could be clever and do some cool bridging stuff, but so I had to undo it. So we're going to do that. We're going to place some lumberjack flags here. Go. And then we're going to, we start over here. I wish it kept up the indicator of the plantable area, because I always get it wrong. That would be a cool mod if someone could make that. I don't know if you could, but it'd be cool. And this is why I made the aqueduct to do the bad water diversion, so that we could plant underneath it. Because thankfully, let's do it the way we should do it. Let's do this. Dive down below the construction. There we go. And if I click on that, we can in fact plant trees under this whole area. So let's do that. And while we're down here, let's also mark them for cutting, so I don't forget. And then let's reset that, and let's pause all of those. There we go. Awesome. So I'm going to throw a bot in here, because that will probably help with the speed of planting, because it's quite a big area to get planted. Gosh. Cool. But we really need to scale up our wood production. We're going to be using it for quite a lot of things in projects as we go on. So, and I guess, why am I seeing watching? I can just do that. Yeah, that's obviously going to significantly increase the amount of wood we can cut down once it's grown in, which will be good. Right, back over here. How are we doing? That has all been placed in fact, which is cool. What I want to do, I'm going to delete that one so we get square edges, or actually do I want to, what I want to do is go in one more. So I think here we'll place double explosive, so that goes down to the same level. And in fact, here, what we'll do, because I have done a bit of planning for how I think I'm going to do this, we will make that double explosives. We need to come down into here, and we're going to place explosives along to there. To one more. To there, I believe. Because we want to run the river along there. Yep. So we also need to put in one more. And we're going to get some beavers in to clear these dead trees out. Let's detonate that. And those. And those. And those. And should I cut that back further? Having a step of one kind of feels a bit wasteful to me. Can we get to it to do that? Let's guess if we drop down the back we could. So do that. It might also reduce the amount of... Yeah, if we cut it back to there, then we probably won't have to build levees in the side quite so much. Seems sensible. Right, they're in. So let's do that. Let's get some lumberjacks in. We'll use bots because we've got a decent number of bots spare. Mark those all for cutting, and then we'll put the path in and get down to those. What I'm actually going to do is pause one of the bot productions so we can start to stockpile spare parts. And I'm also going to build a few more chargers because we've got a lot more bots now. Let's do that. We should probably put some more over here as well. So let's throw one there, one there. We could put one there. I think that would be good. I do like the suggestion someone made as well about deleting the engine at one point. We could do with, well, we can have more treated planks now, so we'll get that going. Yep. Okay, that's in. So let's delete you. No, let's not delete you. Let's detonate you. Let's delete that one and put the explosives there. Detonate those. I kind of wish that I'd cut that back as well. we might be okay. Let's detonate that. We can detonate that. And while they place that, we'll get to work up here. So what we are going to do is I do a single and that. That does allow space for the water to flow through. So then we have to use levees to close the gap. So we'll do that. That needs to come along there. And do I want it that high? Yeah, I think so. Once we're down into the bottom level, we will drop it down, I think. But for now, we'll keep it at this level. And we could, yeah, because we otherwise we wouldn't get water flowing down there. Yep. So let's do that. Keeping levies. Now, do I just do levies in? Here's a question for you guys, which I'll have made a decision on before you get a chance to answer, because it would be cool to get this working potentially. I could do that, and we could impermeable. Actually, yeah, I like that idea. That'll save us some wood. We're going to impermeable floor over these, and we could impermeable floor over the levees if we wanted it all to look the same. Let's come in here, come down here, throw in a quick staircase here. This is temporary just so that we can get all these trees cut down. Don't panic that it's not an efficient path. I know some of you like my efficient pathing. Right, you can be deleted, you can be deleted. Cut trees. And I also know they can't reach them all, so but I mainly just want to clear the bulk of this area so we can do the start of the irrigation that we're working on. So we're then going to come down again like that. And again, we'll do a single set of levees and then the impermeable floors like that. And we need to, awesome, there are no gaps that side. There are a few that side. So we could either do terrain blocks. I think probably would look worse than, I don't know what looks better. We can always change it. So you guys can let me know on that one. This is where having a side piece, an impermeable side piece would be good. And someone did mention that. Because that does look a bit janky. But from this side, looks good. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll throw in a couple of terrain blocks so it kind of mirrors some of this feature. I think that looks better. Yeah, I prefer that. That's going in, it's drying out a little bit, but there's only a day left in the drought. That's going in and is fine. Could you be made to be able to do some of that? I bet you could. I'd have to remove an entire strip of mangroves, but actually that might be worth it. because that's going to save us several days worth of planting time. And actually that might expand where we can plant trees out to. But that's a good idea. Well done, me. Good job. Yeah, let's get those mangroves ripped out. We'll get a staircase in there. We might not have needed to take the all 4 of the mangroves out. We might have got away with just doing 1, but you know what? Let's just do it properly, and that hopefully will allow this guy to plant more trees. Because we really, we're down to 40 logs. I am going to start looking at another project, and that might frustrate some of you. I don't know, but we're so log limited. There we go. Yeah, so we can now plant trees all the way out to here. We will need some ability to cut those trees. But we can worry about that in 30 beaver days time when there are trees planted. So we will make you a bot so you work more efficiently as well. Excellent. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got 11 beavers. We've got 10 spare beavers, and that would be 5 farmhouses. So let's convert those across. So that's good. And we've got 31 spare beavers at the moment, which is not so good. But what we're going to do is come around here, and until I have built our new district, we will just throw in yet more hauling posts. I know this is very uninspired building, but we're so resource limited that we've got all the food we need. We've got reasonable storage of everything else. So there we go. We need to open this and get some water down here for these oak trees. Then we'll do a quick check on these. They are getting this stuff built. I want to prioritize this so they get these trees cut down, and we are also going to, let's think, I need to allow space for that there, and now I can put explosives over the path, or someone jumps in and tells me that's going to be double explosives. But I don't want to blow the paths up because we want the beavers to be walking on the path at the moment so we can get some of these trees cut down. Because we really, really need trees at the moment. Yeah, that's in. That's going. My neighbour and his freaking lawnmowers. Anyway, what I want to do is we have these gigantic storages, and I have a plan to bury them in the mountain. And we have the path extension or extended paths mod, which allows tunnels. So what I'm trying to work out is the furthest we can tunnel is actually I was looking at going in there, which is equivalent of here. So that's that spot there. So finger on the screen. This is how I do things. This is how we work. I'm going to draw a path across the mountain. So that's as far in as we can tunnel. But I think I could go tunnel 9 long tunnel. I've lost where I was looking at placing it already. There. came out there. There. Yeah, so there. So it does let me place it there. So that would have to be the middle of our gargantuan storage, which would basically be something like that. Yeah. That would have to be the middle of it. So what I want to do, these are seven by 7. So what we're going to do is lay out, and the entrance that I was looking at is there, isn't it? This is why I said I didn't want to plan out the irrigation system. I mean, it wants to let us build that, even though we can't actually get to the end of it, which is kind of weird. I guess maybe we can link up part way through to it. So, and maybe we're not limited on length. That makes me very curious. Because what I'd like to do is do it here. I'd like to do, so if I drew a line across there, what I'd like to try and do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So I'd like to try and do something like this. That's 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 7 by 7. So what I need to do is actually make the middle one doubles. Those need to be doubles. That one needs to be a triple. And then these, let's get the deletes all up. Those need to be singles. That would give us a flat build area. I'm going to path around the outside of it as best I can. That. But obviously at the moment we can't get there, but we can enable that. We have the power, stairs and ladders. And my thought is that basically we're going to have to spend a lot of time demolishing a huge hole. And so whilst we're waiting for the lumber situation to improve, we can be doing that. And we're going to make a storage mountain. So we'll have tunnels that go into the storage. And I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm hoping we can butt the tunnels up inside the mountain. I mean, maybe we should do a little test on somewhere controlled. Let's try that. Where we can get path to. So let's go 3 by 1 tunnel. So if let's do that. Yes. And then so that was a 3 by 1. That comes to, I need to mark where that is. R's. R's. Yes, I've got my finger on the screen again. I don't care about the fingerprints that it generates. That comes to there. So if I go there, so that should be a continuous path. If it all joins up, which it appears to. So we'll check when they build it, but I think this is a worthwhile test to do before I commit to this huge building project, where we're essentially going to cut a giant hole into the map, probably all the way to the bottom, to build a whole load of these gigantic storages, because they're both 7x7, so we can just put loads of them in and store everything in the mountain. Oh, we're wasting a whole load of water while I got distracted there. But that's okay. It's okay. And we've done a whole load of building. So that's even better. And they've cut down a whole load of trees. So this is all good stuff. So let's place that. I don't actually want that to go all the way to the end. I just want it to go to there. We can also the paths. Why do I keep forgetting these things? We can also fill in those. Let's do that. We don't need to do that. So that's really cool that they've got all of that built. Considering we're kind of log limited, I really like how that looks. And I like how it looks with the terrain blocks in. Let's snip back. This is not so good. So let's have, I mean, that's probably an issue. So let's try taking that out. That's probably an issue. So let's put a triple dynamite there. And let's put one there as well and see if that works. I guess we need to blow that up as well. So try doing that. Let's get those built as well. Our new forest is in. That's awesome. How's this one looking? Because basically what I'm hoping is that we can stockpile logs ready for the next phase of build, where we build the top of this thing, which is what's going to store all the water for irrigation. But I guess the other thing we can start doing is planning this new district. So I'm going to put the district center there, I think. We will need storage for, let's think about the pathing. I don't want the district center to be connected, so we'll set that back one. But we're going to need water. The beavers are going to need housing. So we're not going to need that many beavers here because we've only got kind of smallish building projects. So we could put a large barracks in if we cut back. Let's do that. A large barracks in there. Actually, we could use some of the long, tiny warehouses for food. We will need construction materials, which we could put here. I will need logs, planks, probably metal beams. A path there. We can use the pit warehouses because we'll probably need gears. food. We'll want high value food. Do that. We're going to want explosives probably. We'll probably want some extract. We're not going to have beavers working without coffee. That's just inhumane. So yeah. I think that's all of the things that we need. Oh wow, they're getting on with that. Cool. Once they've got that staircase built, yeah. Once this is leveled, what I'm going to do is kind of like I normally do with big explosive projects. I'm going to cut a single shaft down all the way as far as we can go, build ladders all the way down, and then just work on exploding it. I find that much easier. Even with one bot factory running, we've still got spare bots, so that's good. And we're beginning to slowly stockpile parts, which is also good. I forgot to build, probably one of you's already said, the extra showers. I cleared the space for them, but I didn't build them. There we go. Awesome. There's probably more well-being work that I should do, but I'm kind of really wanting to focus on the engineering aspects. So detonate that. I've put that where we're going to build housing. So let's put in a large barracks. We can put the coffee one there. There we go. Right, let's detonate all of that. And that. We are then going to put in platforms to there. And impermeable floor. And that. We need a sluice gate here. You're going to be set to 0.6. And I think actually I want to cut you back one more. We need to do platforms and impermeable floor through here. So once I've built all of this, I'll delete this bit and we'll get that prepared as well. Right, is this in? It is. Right, let's try and see if this does the job. It feels like this is a problem, so let's do that. Let's make that one a double. Yeah, that's clearly a problem. So eventually we won't need to worry about doing this because we'll have a pipe coming down from the irrigation system. Eventually. But I just want to do kind of a proof of concept first. That this is all going to work. I think it looks awesome. And I'd love that it irrigates all of it because it's not like blocking the irrigation factor. So it's going to make a lot of the map green, which is really cool. Back over here. Detonate. Right, we can do this. Didn't quite get that right. And basically from there we just cut down. You're going to be the first one we put in with a single. Yeah. And we can put the path there. Any trees about to appear? 50%. Still quite a long way to go on that. So back over here. We're still working on this. Yeah, we're still wood limited, which is, and log limited because we're wood limited. So yeah. Right, it is what it is, I guess. You need to be paused. Name suggestions, please, for our new district, which is going to be our... I don't know what we're going to do with this area, but it's going to be the first area that we irrigate. There is a mine here. It's going to be this kind of U-ish shaped area that irrigated. Yeah. Suggestions for a name that is obviously safe for work. But yeah, I really like this. I think it looks cool. I might, in the fullness of time, do the impermeable floors over the rest of it, but let's get the thing built and working first, eh? So there's probably benefit in prioritizing that. Yes, at the moment, if we pause that and prioritize those, we'll be able to place those dynamite pieces and we can finish that off. We can actually place those and the impermeable floors there. There we go. Yeah, we're very low on logs now, which is going to become a problem for power. Right. I need to remember to keep coming back to this and placing the explosives. And let's also check. So I need to take out that corner as well. And what I might end up doing is terraforming some of the mountain up around it as well, so that we can make it look even cooler. But it's just going to allow us to store ridiculous amounts of stuff. And I think it's a cool concept. Right, so let's just check our tunnel edge. Yep, that's a path, so we can do that. Cool. Right, you can go. We can recover the materials. Great. So yeah, we can do that. We can extend the tunnel in, so that'll be good. Come back to that. Yep. Let's deprioritize all of this for now. We really don't need it. I want to get this irrigation system built. It looks like they've got that done. Yep. So what that means is this is now sealed. So what we should do is I'm going to take those out so that when this fills up, it overflows into here rather than just generally flooding. Oh, we have a bad tide approaching. That's cool. But yeah, I think that shows quite nicely how you can seal in water, and it all still does its thing. So the reason it's not instantly started to bubble up is it's had to fill all of this completely with water, and you can now see that it's starting to rise. So that was an update that they one of the hot fixes that they did, or one of the patches that they did to update 6, that you could enclose water sources and they would keep generating water. Because remember, our water sources are buried as part of the filtration system now. And what we should also see is that this should hold water as the bad tide comes in now, until we mess things up when I blow this up, and yeah, then it'll all leak out. But, you know, part of the building process. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do doubles, and actually I can still change that. That needs to be levees. So we'll do impermeable floors on the top, and we'll do levees there. And that will seal that in. So once all that's built, we need to deal with this. And we could start dealing with it now. That essentially doesn't need to be there anyway. That will recover some logs. But what we need to do is detonate that and put in the either what I've been doing, the platforms and the impermeable floors, or, I mean, I guess what's more efficient, 6 logs and 8 and 12 planks. 6 logs and 12 planks is more efficient, isn't it? Yeah. Overall, probably. And you don't see any of it anyway, so. But yeah, you see, so this is now overflowing, pushing water this way, which basically means more power generation down here. Which is no bad thing. As we are approaching the bad tide, I am going to top this up so that we've got a bit more water up or down in here. I think that'll be a good thing to get done. Get that full. And I should really replace this with levees eventually, so that it doesn't get wasted flowing out through here. But for now, this does a job. Or floodgates, so that we can close them up and open and close them. Either works. I'm going to use organic beavers in this district initially. The only bad water that's over here, in fact, has evaporated now, so they shouldn't be dealing with any bad water. That means we don't need power recharging things, so I think that will be easier. I'm going to put district crossing about here. Do that next time. But I really do want to try and get this finished so we can actually see it working. Which means we're going to need to go through the bad tide. Because when I open this up, all the water is going to come flooding out and flood everything down here. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We need planks. Are our plank productions running? I guess what we need to do is have those prioritized by haulers. Because I think they're sitting about doing not a lot. Yeah. Hopefully, where's this? This guy's still a long way off producing planks, producing logs. I know it's not really worth much, but they're really not doing anything useful, and they're kind of going to be in the way of construction probably. So let's clear those few oak trees out of the way, shall we? It'll give us a few more logs. I guess it doesn't hurt that they're bringing excess food down here. Whereas if I set them to be supplies, they will only bring excess. That makes sense. Until we actually want them to be filled up. That seems like a sensible idea. Bad tide is about to start. This will be weird, because what we should see is the water stopping coming out of here and it's switching to coming out of the bottom. And this should stay full. If my theory works, this is actually a really good test. So let's have a look. I'm nervous actually, because this is the first time I've tested this. So yeah, it's staying full. It's staying full. It works. Oh, that's a relief. That is a monumental relief. And look at the hydration effect of just this. And in terms of evaporation, it should be quite good because it's a big total body of water. Someone did ask, a test that I want to do is whether the impermeable roofs help reduce, or impermeable floors, whether they do act as roofs as well, help reduce evaporation. I do want to have a look at that, because that's a really interesting question. I don't know if that's a mechanic they will have implemented. But yeah, let's prioritize building these with the few logs that we have. Going to get those trees cut down. You are going to be water. You are going to be set to light. Let's whiz back over here. Let's detonate that. Let's put that in the bottom again. Let's blow that up. Let's go back over to this project. No, and screw it. Everything's about to flood. So this will have opened up the ability. Actually, what we could do, pause. Close. We can hold it in there. We can do that. Impermeable floors. There we go. This will empty still, but that's okay. We've got the water to refill it. So yeah, we just need to get that built now and we can test our irrigation system. And you can see that the hydration effect has all gone away where this is emptied. I actually really love the control that we have of it. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so pleased with this. How old are they? I am going to just say that you can go away and you can go away at this point. I know. Also going to wrap those up for now. 71%. So that's currently at 0.97. So we do need it to evaporate a bit to really test out the irrigation principle. But yeah, look at how much water it's, how much area hydrating. There we go. We are sealed. So I can come in here, open that. It will drain a bit as it refills the pipe. But yeah, that is irrigation working. So basically what we need now is to have some water come out of this. So, and we could test that by setting that to closed. Throw in a cheeky pump with a bot working in it and just try and pump this out quickly. You need to be paused. Don't want beavers living there yet. That's a job for next time. Next time you get to live there. Come on, come build this. I've only got 6 logs, but you know. Let's go over here. Boom. We must be getting close to the bottom of the map. Yep, we are. So now we go landscaping. Ladders up to the top. And we just start laying in the explosives. Yeah, I just want to test that this actually works. So I'm going to let them pump this out with this shut, this forced shut, and I'll come back. It's daytime. We're back. The water level is down to 0.12. So let's turn off the water pump. We're going to put this back on to automatic. It should open. And it should let water through, but we might not have enough water in the system because it might have all drained out. So let's just drop down. Yeah, I think we might have run out of water. So where I had to let water out. Because this is empty as well, and I think that was just from the where everything flooded out. So what we're going to have to do is wait for the bad tide to end. So, oh no, there we go. It has splurged through and closed. So it's obviously just not very subtle. I guess that's where I sped the time up. So maybe I shouldn't have sped the time up quite so quickly. But the theory works, I think. So it's closed now. It's quite a small area that it's irrigating. So yeah, next time we'll get the new colony set up. They're going to work on essentially extending this down, across into here, damming off these ends so that this can become a lake that is irrigated by this. This district will work on, I think the next priority is getting this pipe in to keep this done. And obviously this. Hopefully the forests should be cropping up by then, or treeing up. they're getting there. So our wood situation should be a lot better by then. We'll keep working on this. This is currently, I think, wood limited as well. Let's put some terrain blocks around the outside. I do kind of want it to be a more high mountain, so let's do that. I think once it's in, I'll probably re-profile the mountain to encompass whatever we end up building. Maybe make it a bit bigger. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the fact that we have irrigation working. We have the start of our new colony. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Suggestions for a name for the new colony down below. Any other comments, questions, or suggestions, stick those below. And I'll see you next time.